Hi, this is Greg with Best Choice Trailers. Today we're going to take you for a walk around a utility landscape trailer and want to show you a few maintenance tips and tricks for your new trailer you purchased. So we're going to start out up front. Most utility trailers are going to come on a single axle with a 2-inch ball. Tandem axle would generally be a 2 5/16. So if you've never used or coupled a trailer before, you're simply going to take the ball, insert it inside. Now generally when you're hitched up, of course, you're going to have to lower your jack down to the ball, and then you would simply attach the hammer to the ball. We give everybody a safety pin before you leave. That safety pin's for the hole that goes inside the hammer, and that would make sure that it's not going to come off in operation. Now of course it's vitally important that we have the right size ball, or if you did have the wrong size ball, even if this is latched, it could come undone. In Pennsylvania and most surrounding states, your chains need to be crossed to be legal, so you want to make sure your chains are crossed and safely fastened to your hitch. Most single axle trailers and those trailers with no brakes are going to come with a standard 4-pin 12-volt connection. If your trailer's a tandem axle or has brakes, it's going to come with a 7-pin 12-volt connection. So if you've got this on your truck and this on your trailer, this handy adapter will solve your problem. So there you go. If you'd like to fasten your hammer to the vehicle with a locking mechanism, we do have those in stock. And also if you want some security when your trailer's unhitched, we've got locking ball mounts in stock as well. If you've got a tandem axle trailer, that means you're going to have a breakaway. If you've got a breakaway battery and breakaway connection, this guy here is simply a elastic zip cord that'll help keep it from dragging on the ground. Also keep those in stock. We also have a handy dandy jack foot for your trailer. This particular drop leg goes up inside your existing jack, makes it easy. Instead of cranking 10 inches or more on your jack, this would simply retract up inside. Okay, we want to go over a few important details of your trailer. If you've never trailered before, it's very important to have your trailer be level whenever you're going down the road. So this trailer here, we've leveled out pretty good. You'd want your trailer to look something like that once you're hitched up to your vehicle. Another important aspect of towing is to not have too much weight behind the axle. On a tandem axle trailer, it's a little bit harder to improperly load your trailer. On a single, it's a little bit easier to get too much weight behind the axle. If you do get too much weight behind the axle, your trailer's probably going to fishtail or sway going down the road. If you find yourself in that situation, the worst thing you can do is jack the brakes. You want to slightly accelerate out of it, create separation between the tow vehicle and the trailer, gradually slow down, and then of course you want to move or shift your load. So again, being level and having your weight properly centered over the axle and not having too much weight at the backside of the trailer is important. Okay. Most of our trailers on utilities are going to be a 5-lug. 5-lug would signify a 3,500-pound axle. That's going to come standard with a load range C tire. Load range C tires call for 50 pounds of air. Another thing, most of our trailers that we stock use radial tires. The easiest way to tell if you've got a radial tire is to look at the markings on the tire. If it says 205/75 R15, the R is going to stand for radial tire. A few trailers out there are made with bias tires. If you've got a bias tire, it's going to say D15. It's very important not to mix and match a radial and a bias tire. Another thing, your trailer is going to have lugs. Your lugs should be torqued to approximately 100 foot-pound. On an aluminum wheel, as we've got here, it's more important than a steel trailer. Most steel trailers, you're not going to worry about too much, but we always encourage you to do it. Your axle manufacturer is always going to recommend after about 25 miles you check your torque 100 foot-pound. On aluminum, we do encourage you to check it periodically. So one service technique you'd want to take care of, most trailers nowadays have Easy Lube hubs. If you've got Easy Lube, and again most do, you just want to take a flat-bladed screwdriver, peel your cap off. Inside you're going to find a grease zert. So what you're going to want to do, most axle manufacturers recommend once a year, you're going to take and put grease on your bearings. So how are you going to do that? Simply take a standard grease gun, put on your zert. Okay, most trailers will take between a 5 and a 10 count. Once you see fresh grease come out of the bearing, that means you're done, and you want to make sure at that point you stop. What can happen if you keep on providing grease after the fresh greases came out? It's eventually going to push the inner axle seal out, and it's going to put grease on your brakes, which is not good. Moving back to the back of the trailer, this particular unit we picked out says Shore Track. We like the way they do the back end of their trailer. They do a few things built in. One of them would be a rearboard retainer. So they put some deck screws down in a rearboard retainer, make it easy if you ever need to replace the deck. Another thing they do, they make the gate super easy by putting a spring assist on it. Okay, so there's two settings at the back gate. One would be if you just want to take the gate down into the up position, you'd put it in the bottom setting, and that'd allow you to bring it up to a 90. The other setting on a Shore Track trailer is if you want to let the gate come up and go inside the trailer. That will allow the pin to move up and allow the gate to fall down inside. Now, another thing, they make the gate real easy to remove. Instead of having a socket set in your pocket with Shore Track, simply pull your pin. You're going to fold the gate down inside, and with that, you can go ahead and pull the gate right out the back of the trailer. My name's Greg with Best Choice Trailers. If you have any questions on servicing this particular trailer or any of our other trailers, give us a ring, 717-220-4220.